Greetings. Today we're going to tie a knot to connect your lead core line to monofilament. You do not need a swivel for this. Almost everyone else that I've seen wants to put a swivel in there. If you're going to add a swivel in your gear, it might as well be at the terminal end where it can be a snap swivel to connect your lure to. The way I use lead core, I'm doing was using spoons and plugs. There's no live bait, so I have plenty of room for a snap swivel. The first step is you have the lead core line. You actually have to peel back some of the braid so that you can get rid of an inch or two of the center that is actually lead. There, I just pulled out the first little piece. It's a kind of a long process. You actually have to try to work the braid away from the end, away from the end. It's almost like trying to put the tie cord back in your hoodie or back around a pair of sweatpants after you've pulled the cord out. It's just kind of a pain. Once you get it stripped back that far, you just pinch off a couple inches or so and you can throw that away. It's just a little filament of lead is all it is. And then you pick up your monofilament, and you can see about how much it is. Oh, I'm jumping ahead of myself. You got to tie your overhand knot in there. You're not going to pull this tight. Everybody get that? Do not pull that tight. Just tie one single overhand knot in there and let it slide down the line a little bit. We're going to use that later. So now you want to take your monofilament and you want to try and stick it down into the center of that braided sheath. You're replacing the lead with the monofilament is what you're doing. And this can also be difficult for those who aren't quite too hand-eye coordinated, but persistence usually pays off. And there, I'm starting to get it in there. You just want to slowly push it in until you're in far enough. This kind of works like one of those little souvenirs that maybe you had as a kid or whatever. A little thing that you put two fingers in each end and you pull on your fingers, and then the harder you pull, of course, the tighter it gets. You can't get your fingers out. That's basically what that braid does. So it doesn't do much good to pull on the end of the braid right next to where the monofilament is going in, because it just makes it tighter. You have to kind of push from the middle of the line. You have to push towards the monofilament with the outer covering to get it to slide over the monofilament. And we about got it all the way in there. If you don't get it all the way to the end of the lead, that's fine. Just get an inch or maybe 2 inches in there. Just get something to work with is all you need. So the next step is to take that loose knot that you got and to work it down towards the end of the braid so that the monofilament is inside the braid right where the knot is wrapped all around it. And you don't want to pull the two apart yet, especially since you just worked so hard to get it all back together. Just keep working that knot until it gets smaller and smaller, tighter and tighter. And then once you get it nice and tight, you can see I'm well inside that. You can see where that ends. That's where the monofilament ends there, where I just pointed to. Just snug it up tight, give it a tug, and it'll tighten right up onto itself, and it'll stay there. And then that's good. It'll never come loose. If you want to, as a little addition to make sure it never comes loose, you can take a little drop of super glue, drop a super glue on it, and then dab it with a paper towel, and it'll be good forever. Happy fishing.